Well, this series continues. It's been almost a week since I was able to last record and upload this series. I've been out of town. I had a nice trip, nice travel out west, but it's nice to come back home and get settled in again. A little bit tired today, but ready to continue carrying on this series. We have our third career start, and again, it comes on the road, and this time it's in South Florida, closer to Miami versus Tampa, which was our last start, which didn't go so hot. Hopefully we can turn things around in this start. Oh, the American anthem, and the anthem actually works this time. It's one of the new presentation overhauls. I'm glad this one works, but where are the goaltender intros? I'm dead serious. No statistics, nothing. Anyway, we're playing in South Florida for this game. It's really weird because I don't get to do a proper intro to every game with like the goaltenders and all that stuff. So I don't know. It just kind of feels very off-putting trying to start an episode. It just goes straight into the gameplay. So Svechnikov trying to do a few too many fancy moves. This is a Florida team, a universe where Evgeny Malkin is a Florida Panther. Yeah, you read that right. He is a Florida Panther. And Barkov snipes, did Reinhardt deflect that? What happened on that play? We won't see the replay thanks to EA. I'm going to have to go into instant replay to show you this. All right, well, we are in instant replay because EA doesn't show us the replays as soon as we get scored on. But yeah, Barkov is the guy that did shoot this, and then it changed direction. That was a tough one on me. To be fair, it's through traffic a little bit, and it, like I said, it does subtly change direction as I get the arm out. And, I mean, I don't blame myself for this. I really don't blame myself for this goal. It's a tough break. Yeah, that stinks. That didn't even take but basically a minute and a half into the game for Florida to strike. They strike on their first shot. It was tipped in my defense, but I got to be better. Uh-oh, and we're going to make a save on Huberdeau. So at least we did make the first save that we had a decent opportunity to make. Seth Jarvis. So getting in there, D'Angelo way in from the point. Delayed penalty. I couldn't even get to the bench because the touch was so fast. We've got an interference penalty. Mackenzie Weegar going to the box for the Florida Panthers. So we're going to get an early power play. This will be a wonderful opportunity for us to even it up if we can notch one on the power play. And it was on Seth Jarvis right off the face-off. And the presentation overhaul is not even an overhaul. It's a reduction, if anything. EA Sports taking out features only to probably bring them back in the future and call them brand new again. The power play's working it all along the half wall. I like to see it. Looks like the power play strategies are coming in handy here early on. People supporting each other. And look at this. That was a great chance for Jordan Staal in the man advantage. And there's Montour with a clear, but Net just keeps it from going all the way down. Fast up to Jarvis. Always a little bit weird when you get back from a little trip or a vacation. Just the first couple of days are always kind of odd and take a little getting used to after you're used to being on a different schedule. Look at that flip out to center, but it didn't work out, or has it? Bennett again flips it. We'll only have a chance to play this behind the net, but Net just is there first. Careful with it. 30 seconds left to go on this power play. Last chance right to Jarvis. Point blank chance turned away by Bobrovsky, but we still have possession. We are outworking this Florida team. We might get on the board, but Bobrovsky will take a whistle. Slavin from the point, wide off the mark. Teravainen behind the net to Slavin, who's way up and just mishandled by, I think, Pesce. Yes, it is Brett Pesce. And then a big hit at the blue line. Sebastian Aho absorbing that one. Puck is loose. Teravainen. Svechnikov dished up to Sebastian Aho. A move around the stick of the defenseman, handed off for Teravainen, a good try. Having that power play, a really good one with plenty of decent looks. We still haven't gotten on the scoreboard, and they made that pass. That's Evgeny Malkin scoring. They made that look effortless. I also made it look effortless letting that in the back of the net. Yeah, the start to this game is basically going to be Season 1 in a nutshell, so if you can hang on tight with me through the first season or two, it'll be decent because we're a backup. We're not a starting goaltender, so we don't have as many starts. We don't have the expectations. Like I said, we're not even really 70 overall. We don't have the expectations. So I'm not saying it's fine to let these shots get past us, but there's going to be bad games. A little bit rusty as well. I haven't played in about a week, so I'm pretty rusty as well. I've also got to figure out a style. Do I want to play aggressive or deeper. I mentioned in the last video that we recorded for this series, playing deeper and having a different approach because, like I said, we just don't have the movement speed right now. Our movement in butterfly and just our movement in general in the crease, that is pretty slow and pretty sluggish. So it might benefit me to play a touch deeper. That would definitely help with one-timers. Well, things have slowed down a little bit lately for both teams. Florida and Carolina both struggling to really get any extended possession or really any chances. An awkward play for Aho against Uyghur. Barkov just sends this one in. We're going to play it. And I see you. Okay, never mind. I didn't mean to do that. Handed it right back to Uyghur, basically. And there's the shot. We stopped Uyghur. Oh, it's right in front of me. I can't do anything about that. You got it. You got it, Aho. The biggest thing is form a wall in front of the net and hope it doesn't squeak past you. Bergeron. Is that Patrice Bergeron? Well, we stopped Bergeron with a nice glove save. Seth Jarvis. There's a 37 out there. I'm assuming that's Patrice Bergeron. Well, here's Martin Netchis going the other way for the Hurricanes. Dropped it off, but picked off by the defense. So Malkin and Bergeron playing now on the same team in Florida. What a strange universe this is. So we got the aforementioned Bergeron stolen by Jarvis. A great play by Seth Jarvis. A great pass to Netchis and a move, but Ekblad stuffed that out pretty quickly. Uyghur through center, up to Malkin at the blue line. He was waiting, has possession, sends it down. We pick off Duclair's chance. One thing I think I've noticed with this stance, it might be the stance. I don't know if it's the goaltending style. Remember, we are a butterfly style of goaltender. I don't know if that affects something, but the glove hand has been great early in the career mode so far. I did read a comment on a video from NHL 22, the series we did, and someone mentioned stance having an effect on the glove hand, and I think this stance has made the glove hand really solid. The blocker side has been the weak side so far, and now it is picked up back to Montour at the point, tried to shoot it through traffic. Pesce picks it up, and away we go. 3-on-2, 3-on-1 rush if we had hurried, but they took their sweet time going the other way, working the point now. No shot coming, a weak pass down low to Stahl. Teravainen working it from the high slot area. We're running out of time, 5 seconds. A shot off the mark from Teravainen, picked up by the Panthers. They're going to go the other way, but the period will expire as Hornquist dumps it in. Yeah, without the replays and the transitions and all that stuff, the transition between periods in this series is going to be very abrupt. It's going to be very rough feeling. It's going to have a just very abrupt change from one period to the next. And that's one thing that I liked about 22 is I could show the highlights or whatever, show the teams walking into the dressing room between periods, and it would kind of give you a break between periods. Now there's not so much of a break, and so I guess we didn't cover the short side on Huberdeau. Well, I got to see this in the replay. I know there's a pass down low to Huberdeau. I felt like I was there. No, maybe no. I wasn't. See how much of a gap there is? Oh my God, that's bad. Yep, that's just bad. And my movement is just slow. It's a snail's pace trying to make these saves. Yep, buckle in. It's going to be a long series. It is going to be a long series. I mean, once we do reach a proper overall rating, we'll be fine. We'll be just fine. Up against 3 different Hurricanes. He's actually going to create a shot. That was a nice windmill move. We're going to have to keep it simple, play our basic angles, make our basic plays. Giordano, we can't get on the board right now. Well, another great save from Bobrovsky. He's like a brick wall in the net, and I'm like a giant block of Swiss cheese right now. Oh, we could have made a save there. We fell on our butt. We've gotten back up to our feet now. That'll be a shot. Oh, my God. I'm getting pulled now, aren't I? This has been a very bad game. I'm still in there. Florida has just got the setup, and I'm not getting a ton of help defensively, but I'm also not helping myself out. Oh well, move on. Gotta simplify my game. I mean, this is the hardest position in the game to play, just in general, but it's also the hardest position to play when you are way out of your league in terms of your overall rating. And I'm assuming the Panthers fans probably have a chant with my name in it involved. Can we just get one? Just get one goal. Oh, we're trying. The angles cheats might be coming back on in this game, or in this episode at least. Maybe not this game, but I may turn them back on, just at least until we get to a prime rating where we can make saves and have movement. All right, can we get in front of that puck? Oh my God. Once I was over there, I was stuck and I couldn't push back across. Yeah, I deserve that. I do. I deserve that. Well, the going is just going to keep getting tougher. Listen to me when I say this, EA, if you happen to even be listening, if any developers happen to be listening. I want to play in the AHL. I want to start out in the minors because at least in the minors, I might have a chance. I don't have a chance against NHL caliber talent right now at 69 overall rated. I mean, I just don't have any speed in the crease. No movement, none of it. Here's Coach Blake to tell me I've been performing poorly, but we know that the team, we know management isn't going to do anything about it to actually help me succeed. They're just going to come in here and whine and complain about my performance. Yes, we need the skill tree in a desperate way. All right, so I think we can all agree that this is what we need to use the trait points on the skill tree here. We need to use it on movement. And it doesn't matter if it is for agility or speed, but I think speed is the first one. So let's get speed. It's one trait point. We have 2 available, so we'll get that one. And then we're also going to get, let's do this one. Let's do agility. So both of those. So we'll upgrade both of those areas in a big way. They love to start me on the road. Every start I've gotten is on the road, and I don't know what's happened since our last start against, who did we just play? The Panthers. So yeah, this is what's happened since that game. A 7-0 loss. Wow, loss. Every game has been a loss since then, and I haven't played in any of them. They were all started by Frederick Anderson, losses. And then we come back home. I haven't gotten a home start yet. I must have played in one of them because I've got 4 games played under my belt there. So maybe I did come in relief for Frederick Anderson in that 5-1 loss. I don't know. Maybe we can finally have a good start here on the road in Winnipeg, Manitoba against the Jets. I haven't started a home game yet, and I don't know when that first home start is going to come. And I've also turned something on. You're going to see it in a moment, but I've turned something back on in the settings that we used in NHL 22. Yep, the shot lane is back. We have to have the shot lane back on, at least until we get better. And it could end up staying on for the entire series, but we'll see if it helps us to maybe not think so much. And here comes Svechnikov on a nice break, but he cuts back toward the point, dishes down low. Aho was stuck in the crease for some reason. I feel like the shot lane coverage thing helps me to just kind of visualize exactly where I'm putting myself. It's a little bit different than when you're standing in the net. If we had a first-person perspective, it would be a lot easier to see that shot lane coverage and see when it would be better to tell how square you are to the puck and how properly you're cutting down the angle. The behind the net camera is cool because it shows you more of the ice surface, gives you a greater perspective. You see how much you can see, but you can't always tell if you're precisely on that angle. At least I can't, but I may just suck. So it could also just be down to that, but we stopped the first shot we faced. And Dubois missed the net. We were trying to get tested on the glove side. Dubois, a shot off a body. We were anticipating that one. Let's have a better game here tonight than we did in Florida. We didn't even score in Florida as a team. No offensive support in that game whatsoever. Maybe we can get the first goal on the board in this game. It would certainly help me out. Aggressive forechecking for Carolina early. It hasn't worked out. Oh, that almost went through the glove. Fortunately wide of the net. Now Athanasiou back to the point. A errant stick on the ice actually prevented that puck from getting through to change direction in front of me, and we have to get over. This is hectic action right now. I was laughing because that errant stick right there on the ice deflected that puck away from the point man. They did end up retrieving possession and getting decent chances in the end. So here comes Blake Wheeler on a storm into the offensive zone. We make a nice save. Svechnikov struggling to get it in. Should have just dumped it in when he was behind the blue line. Scheifele handles from outside. I expect a pass. We get right to that post in time. We'll even cover the puck, which is probably not a bad idea. There are environmental changes. You can definitely hear like the fans and the environment around the arena in terms of sounds are definitely different. Some better, some worse, I guess. I feel like the actual sounds of pucks off sticks, off the glass, off the boards sound a bit cheesed. In fact, some sounds are too loud, like when pucks hit off the boards are sometimes too loud. But yeah, oh, we get one. A short side snipe from Netchus, and we finally get on the board. We didn't score at all when I was in the crease. We didn't score at all in the Florida game at all, not even once, let alone when I was in the crease. But they get one here, And what happened? It looked like he went for a poke check and he exposed the glove side. And that's the only replay we'll get of that because EA has decided that they've, in quotes, overhauled the presentation. I didn't think by taking away factors of the presentation is what they meant by overhaul, but they completely eliminated parts of it. There's an injury. Yeah, oh, and that's Seth Jarvis, bucketless and injured. You see he moved his helmet as he was rolling around on the ice. Oh, that's a big collision. And he's going down the tunnel, so that means he's probably going to be gone he should be gone for the rest of this game, and he could be out for a while. Hopefully not, though. All right, well, it's next man up now. Whoever's going to fill in on that spot on the wing has got to come in here and make a difference. That's one thing that's improved over the years is the hitting. I think it's gotten a lot better because the hits used to be completely cheesed in this series. The NHL series, that is. Everyone still skates backwards to the puck, I see. So that hasn't been fixed. Patan is going to get a breakaway. Oh, a breakaway. Our first. And he actually shot it off the breakaway. It didn't come in, and they snipe it on a low-to-high play to Anton Bleed. Yeah, I came way out of the crease around the post after the save, and I should have just hinged right back on the post. I didn't skip anything. I didn't press a button. EA's just decided we don't need to see replays when we get scored on, apparently. That's an interesting choice for them to make. I don't understand the things that they've decided to do with this game. They've removed so many features. Kyle Connor off a body. I was shocked when they had that breakaway, and the guy shot it off the breakaway. I was expecting him to bring it in and make a move on the net, so that did catch me out a little bit. Wheeler dumps it in. He's got help down low. They're going to work it behind the net. Look for that pass in front. Don't come off the post too much. And I'm already freaking myself out early in this series. And I know that what's going to happen is I'm going to overplay it. Svechnikov trying to get around. In front of Aho, a save by Berdine. I don't really know the name of the goaltender. I know that I'm overplaying it early on in this career. I will be because I don't have the overall rating right now. So when that happens, I usually try to make up for that by just overplaying the position. Ehlers on a rush play. The final seconds of the period, I assume we'll see a shot from the Jets. No, Pesce defended well. And I think was that Pierre-Luc Dubois? I don't know who that is. But the period's going to end right there. Was that a shot after the horn? That was after the horn. They didn't go after him. You see how on the goal against, I came out over the post too much and exposed it on that one-timer. I got to see if this was after the horn. I'm pretty sure that Achari shoots this after the horn goes. So look, yeah, there's the green light. He's still got possession, has a shot. There's the horn, and then he shoots like way after the horn. And the AI didn't go after. All right, well, we start the second period. That first period could have gone a lot worse. We saw 8 shots on our net. Unfortunately, like I said, I exposed the net on the goal that I gave up, not intentionally. I didn't mean to expose so much of the net the way I did. So that's the one blemish in this game so far. I can feel the rust in my gameplay and in the commentary so far. I feel the rust. The energy levels right now are not very high, to be completely honest with you, and I think that changed direction, that one-timer. So he brings it up the half wall, and yeah, we have to look at it in the instant replay. There's the one-timer. It's in the slot area. I mean, it's wide. Where's the defense? It's wide open in the slot area. It's Scheifele. Does it hit a leg? Please tell me it hits a leg. It sure does, doesn't it? Does it hit a player? It's someone deflects. It has to deflect. Ah, it does. It does. Right there. Watch very carefully. Wheeler tips this. Deflection. Post and in. That is back-to-back games with a goal scored on me from a deflection. So, and we've taken a penalty right off the face-off as well. So we're going to immediately go to a penalty kill thanks to Sebastian Aho. And jawing at the refs is not going to help. Boom. Loses the face-off and then goes and takes a high-sticking penalty. Well, if this second period is going to be anything, we have got to have a penalty kill of the ages. If we can kill this penalty off, and if I can make some really delicious saves on this penalty kill, then this will boost my confidence, get me right back in this game, help me settle in. And Lowry, off the post, get up, please. They did have me on the short side, but hit the post, and fortunately it bounced out. We were able to get a clear. 1.5 minutes still to go on the kill. Lowry drops it for Ehlers, shoots it past the glove. Morrissey in front to Athanasiou. Slave, and pick it up, please. Don't poke check it into me. And it's fired wide again and broken out. After it is number 54. I think that's Achari. But Ehlers gets there first, but not before Achari pins him. We've got possession on the penalty kill. A great try to find Jordan Stahl down low. Just stuffed out by Jacob Slavin. A very Slavin-like play to make. Got a ways to go still. Dubois drops it for Lowry. Again, they miss over that blocker's side. Get on the short. I was there. I know I was on the short side. Oh, you got to be kidding me. So Lowry gets the feed in the slot. Misses off the glass behind the net. Right to Dubois. And I press to seal the post, which he goes to do. But when he goes to seal the post, he doesn't seal the post. Look at how much of a gap there is between the pants and the post. Look at that gap that Dubois finds. I'm pressing the button to seal the post, and that's all he does. Why are you exposing that much of the net? I mean, see how he fits it right in that gap. That's just down to the game. That's the animation, not sealing the post properly. Okay, so on the PlayStation, L1 is the button you press to seal the post. That's the button I pressed in that sequence. He sealed it, or attempted to, but he did not fully seal off the post from the puck, and there was still a gap, which of course the AI finds. This is going to be a fun season of play. This is going to be a very fun season. Slavin in and out, and then off a body. It goes in the corner. He has to retrieve his own play. I mean this in the most sarcastic way possible. This is going to be an incredibly fun season. I'm looking forward to playing this entire year out. Oh my God, you can't even handle a basic rim around the boards. We've got all this offensive talent. We haven't put any of it to use. Scheifele is on a near breakaway. It is a breakaway. Scheifele on a breakaway. We've stopped it, got it in the glove. So we've stopped the two breakaways. We've seen two of them in this game, and we stopped them both. Please get it out. Believe me when I say I'm putting in my best effort. I'm doing everything that I can in my power. It isn't much, but I'm trying. And Fast is somehow denied. So is Achari. And Netchis off of a leg and wide. Dumped in again by the Jets. We'll play it. No one's on the boards on either side. I'm just going to have to throw it out there. You guys have got to do a better job. Anton Bleed has a goal in the... Does he have a goal in the... oh my God. I'm just as frustrated as you might be. Believe me. I'm trying. I'm trying, dude. I told EA this last year. We need to be in the American Hockey League. What are we doing playing in the best league in the world as now a 70 overall goaltender? We're not good enough for this. Oh, a save. It's about time. Yeah, take a whistle. I don't really know what needs to happen. Maybe a different camera angle. I'm not sure. I just want to make saves. That's what I came here to do. I mean, we're having a tough time just making the breakouts happen. And once we get the offensive zone possession, you can also forget about that. Dumped in by Teravainen. Someone's got to go chase it down. Svechnikov is the only guy going on the forecheck. Teravainen retrieves basically his own dump in for a brief moment anyway. No offense for the Hurricanes right now. The Canes have just been stuffed out offensively, haven't had any motivation to shoot the puck. Finally, Svechnikov does. Feel like it's time to put on the foil.
What are you guys doing? Putting on the foil every game. Yeah, you want some?
Martin Netchis from way outside is going to end up in front of Berdine, but he's going to hold on to it and limit it to just that one shot. You can write season one off as a loss. Just go ahead and write this season off as a loss, because that's the way it's going to be. Another dump in for the Jets. And since this game just isn't going my way, I'm going to do what I want to do. I can do what I want to do. I can ice it if I want to. This is my playground. 7 seconds left. Will the Jets have a shot before the period ends? Probably not. Aho pins it. And basically that's where the period is going to expire. Okay, so I know a lot of you probably prefer the fixed camera, and I do too, believe me. But I want to just try this high camera for the third period of play here in Winnipeg. Just see how we go, how things go with this camera, and if we play better, well, maybe we've solved our problem. I don't think it's going to solve our problems, though. I think we're just not good enough. But I'm not sure. Was that a save? I can't really tell. NHL 22 was just as frustrating when we started the career mode as this is. It was just as bad, and I expected it to be this bad to start with. It's just really frustrating when you're not ready to play in this league, and that was pretty nifty. And you're playing here anyway. You're forced to be here. That's a penalty. I was going to go, but we've got the touch from Winnipeg, and we'll be put back on the power play. Kyle Connor for a slash, and I guess he's going to act like he didn't do it. Well, we've got video cameras, buddy. Yeah, you slammed that BioSteel bottle. That's really going to help. All right, well, I guess there's probably not going to be too much action on my end for a little while. as the Jets are now on the penalty kill. Did he flip that out of play? I think he did. Oh, it's all the way down here. What? How did the puck end? What? I am so confused. I am so confused with this play. How is this a whistle? How is this out of play? So it hits the little stanchion right here, whatever you want to call it, where the glass is curved. And I guess it hits a certain part of the glass that the game deems this out of play. But the puck never went out of play. It went off the glass and rolled down to where I am. Well, that's a whistle on the clearing attempt from the Jets, which means it's an offensive zone faceoff for us. It doesn't matter, as Stanley has the flip out. I may be able to play this. I will. Here, let's play it intelligently off the boards for Achari, who ends up just taking more time going backwards with it. All right, if the power play gets one, I might have some faith if the power play gets one. Here come the Jets, short-handed. Kuhlman around the defense, handed off, missed behind us, and we've taken a penalty. A slash. Andrei Svechnikov, probably from behind the play. I didn't see the penalty happen. I don't know when it occurred, but I went to go cover that puck up, and when I did, the whistle blew, and there it is. It's off the faceoff, so it was right off the faceoff. So that delayed penalty off the faceoff explains why the Jets went for it. I mean, there's no real risk in going for it there. So we'll play 4-on-4 for a little over a minute, and then Winnipeg will get a brief power play as well. Toninato picks it up, shoots wide of the net. We did have the angle, I think, just cut down enough. Bringing it up to Dubois. Pierre-Luc Dubois, windmill to the outside, shot off the mark. Might help us break out. It goes all the way back into his own end. Toninato. They'll get their guy right back out of the box. But Aho, in the meantime, trying to go for it before the Hurricanes go shorthanded now. And Mark Scheifele, a shot right into our glove. We probably should have taken a whistle, but as long as the guys go for, they're going to be going for it because, well, we need offense. Pesce doing amazing work on the forecheck. Maybe he should just be a forward. Nick Ehlers brings it away. Probably a shot. There it is. Pretty easily handled from Ehlers. Picked up again by Scheifele. Now Morrissey. Shot right on. We've held that into the corner to Wheeler. Wheeler down low. We stopped that. Got across in time. Picked up by Pesce in the corner. A bad pass. Turnover? No. And he took a big hit. Slavin did. To make sure that wasn't a turnover right in our own end, and Lowry comes right back, getting near half a period to play in regulation time. Hurricanes down by 3 goals. Kind of going to take something of a miracle to make this game go to overtime. Pionk, the defenseman, has the break-in for the Jets, dishes off to Scheifele, and Scheifele missed the net. Dished back to Athanasiou. We got to get on our feet. We'll be a little bit better on our feet. Dubois, a skate-to-stick move, has the puck back. Morrissey helping out from the defense. Dishes across, a shot on. Did we handle that? I don't know if it went off of us or deflected off a body. I think this shot from Ehlers double deflects. There's the first deflection from Pionk. And there's the second deflection off of Athanasiou. Okay, Athanasiou. And I think it goes... We don't make a save. No, we don't. It's that second deflection that may have saved us off Athanasiou. Oh, my goodness. Cuts backwards on a dime. Picked it up again. Teravainen, he's broken loose. Teravainen, a useless windmill at the center ice, but he still has possession. That's the important thing. Finds Blackwell, a nice low shot try, but we're going to need to get a little more creative than this if we're going to get one. Giordano down low, a nice attempt to find Blackwell. Away go the Jets. Bleed, a shot, 5-hole attempt. We're going to just move it as Bleed comes in, pulls up, left wing try. There's an opportunity for D'Angelo, probably the best chance we've had since our first goal in the game. Dylan tries to bring it back in. Giordano has possession. Mark Giordano turned over, and we make a nice VH save on Lowry, I assume that is. Yes, that's Adam Lowry. Back to the point, Bleed. Bleed skates in, shoots, blocker side, save, the rebound in front of us. A nice intercept by Bleed, but not a good pass. Very much telegraphed. We're running out of time in this game. I'm actually stepping up and making the saves now. And we're going to see Patan skates in, a nice save. We grabbed that out of the air, but we need to go, so I'm playing it to my teammates. The Jets have played shutdown defense for the rest of this game. Bleed attempted to dump it in. A minute and a half to go in this game, expecting a goalie pull could be... Well, the goalie pull won't be on. We're down 3 goals, aren't we? And for some reason, they don't pull you when you're down by 3 goals, so we won't have to worry about that. I'm going to come out and try to chase it down, but it's going to go to Slavin. So Martin, that's just right shot on the right side. Just pass it across. Do something. This game is all but over for the Hurricanes at this point. No point in trying. Kyle Connor with possession for the Jets. Windmill move. It rolled in toward me, but picked up by my teammates. This has been a very uncreative game for the Hurricanes offense. Limited to just one goal for, I don't know why we've got all this offensive talent and firepower and we can't get but one goal. And in the case of the last game I played in, or started in at least, they didn't even score in that game. Well, I'll tell you what, I mean, an .840 save percentage, 4 goals on 25 shots feels a lot better than I thought it would. We didn't get pulled in this game, and we played a lot better once I moved the camera angle. So maybe that's the secret for right now, is just to have that camera angle at that high position. I mean, it felt like we were overwhelmed at times by the Jets offense in this game. And I didn't get any offensive support anyway, so I would have needed to have a stellar game just to be able to keep the team in it. So I don't feel that bad. I mean, with where we're at right now, this is nearly as good as it's going to get. Most of our games are probably, on average, going to be about like this Winnipeg Jets game right here until the rating is at least like 86 or something like that, and then higher. All right, well, we'll pick back up in the next episode with a game on the road in Beantown against the Boston Bruins. Why can't I just get a home start? I haven't gotten a start at home yet, and I think it would do wonders for my confidence to get a home start.